Hi guys, welcome to Chairs and Chaos. I'm Shania, your host, and we've got Cara today with us.
Hello.
So we're going to go in and I'm going to start by saying how we met. I think that is just a good way to kind of, introduce ourselves and why we're here today, because who would have thought? I was driving and I was actually thinking about this morning. I was like, when we met and I was like, we messaged after and I was like, oh my God, I feel like we were so meant to meet because I moved here like 6 weeks ago. Yeah. And we met maybe a few weeks ago, and here we are doing a podcast today. Like, who would have thought?
I know, it's crazy. I was talking to Emma about this as well, because we sent voice messages to each other straight after, and I was like, I feel like I was meant to meet you, and apparently you weren't even meant to be the model.
No. Like, what the heck? But anyways, I was like, the one thing, and I actually said this to Emma, so this is where I was like, the turning point where I was like, I know I like you already. And I just felt like that like soul kind of connection is like, you said one thing and it was like, we were talking about victim mentality, and I'm just very big on that of like, we've all been through shit. We've all had it rough. We've all gone through really hard times. But like, your life is a direct like reflection of the choices you make. So we're not a kid anymore.
Yeah.
So if you're an adult, that's up to you. If it's shit, that's on you. But if it's really good, that's also on you. And if you don't like it, you can change it. Do you know what I mean? So I think that's where I really connect. I was like, yeah, facts. Like, we've all gone through hard times, but the fact you're like, same mindset as in like, get up, get shit done. Like, don't feel sorry for yourself. The world doesn't owe you something. You can acknowledge that really hurt. But now I can change that. And I don't have to live in that anymore. Yeah. So that's where I was like, nah, I like this chick. That's
because really cool. I'm a bit brutal sometimes when it comes to it.
Yeah,
I was like, everything's your fault at the end of the day. Like, if you don't like your job, change it. If you don't like whatever's happening in your life, change it. Yeah. You're an adult.
But that's also from you, like, coming from someone who has had some really hard times in their lives. Like, you could easily just be like, poor me. Like, because you didn't deserve the stuff that you've been through. So it's like, you could just sit there and go, like, hate the world and be like, I'm so hard done by. Like,
or blame someone else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what do you think is like, what do you think was like the point where you're like, no, like, you really took control back of your life and was like, I don't want to do this anymore?
Oh, that's such a good question. I started to put boundaries in place and everyone disappeared from my life really fast. And I had to just stay true to my word and know that it wasn't my fault. And that was a big thing, like, childhood trauma wise, like, it wasn't my fault. And when I kept like saying that to myself and putting them boundaries in place as an adult, everything kind of changed and shifted, and then it was like, everything's your fault as an adult. Yeah. So everything's, it's done a full flip, and that's why I don't have, many people in my life anymore because of that.
But I also think as well, like, how like soothing that would be, and like nurturing like that inner child when you're like, that wasn't my fault. Yeah. So like you said, so you healed that part, you soothed that little girl that probably needed more support, that didn't get it, and that, was put through things that she never should have been. And then like you said, then flip that and be like, okay, like, I can respect that little girl who went through something really hard, but now I'm an adult. Yeah. And now what am I going to do about it? And
don't blame your mom, or don't blame like your childhood or how your family is. And that's why everyone else has negative aspects of how everything's going on in the world, and they listen to the news. Doesn't mean you need to, like, everything's on you now. Yeah. You change the way everything's written.
Well, even like, you could look at the success that you've had even in your business, and like, I met you a few weeks ago, and we were chatting a little bit about business, and you said like, you're booked well and truly in advance, and you've done so well, like awards and stuff like that. So tell us a little bit about your business and how you actually got from, obviously, everyone's had hard times, and you've shared with me a few little hard things that you've gone through. So what's got you to that turning point where you've just like obviously gone uphill?
So Dreamy Looks by Cara is my business name now. I have had quite a few businesses in my time. I always thought that I was meant to do something a bit more. Cool. I think I created my first business at 16. And I was like Luana Beauty or something. And then I got to Kazaki, and that was like a hairdressing, like beauty therapy. And then not so much makeup yet. And then I always wanted to do special effects makeup. That was like my dream goal. So I always wanted to work on TV. So I came and moved to Brisbane. Didn't know anyone in the state of Queensland. I was maybe 21-ish. And I did my diploma of screen and media for TV. And then I went to like try and go into the like TV world. Lots of egos didn't really mix with my, you know, how I am with how I tried to do like my mental health journey and all that sort of stuff. Like it wasn't fitting, same as like fashion wasn't fitting, very like lots of egos. So then I moved into the wedding space and I just loved it. And then I've shifted from there because I'm like, oh, everyone deserves love. Like, you know, big trigger point. And then now you get to be there for someone's most important day of their life to celebrate love. And that's something that was like a game changer for me, and like to look at love in a different way, because everyone is worthy of it.
That is so beautiful.
Yeah.
And it's really nice. I remember even we were chatting and you were saying about your current relationship. Okay. And it's just it's so sweet, like to see how you said that you had to, you know, learn to love differently. And like, because obviously what you were used to for your nervous system of what you think was normal, you've had to like retrain yourself and be like, this safe love is okay.
Yeah, and not self-sabotage it.
Yes. I think it's like that in general. I remember we actually said, I was like, we were making jokes about like manifesting my wedding or whatever. Yeah. And I was like, yeah, I can so see, I'm just going to so get married. And you're like, yeah, we'll manifest that for this year. And then you're like, oh yeah, like, do you have a fiance, like a partner? Like, I was like, no, there's no one. We're starting from scratch. But so I agree, like the fact that you found a little niche and you've like, you know, from such a that's such a vulnerable, beautiful spot to like bring it. It's not just like, oh, weddings. There's money in weddings. Oh, yes. Everyone needs their makeup done. It's like you're literally coming from such a beautiful, genuine place. And, you know, I feel like that kind of attitude and that mentality, your brides on the day, like how special you would make them feel. Like that's so beautiful. I was the model for a little bit when we did it with Emma. And even like the massage, it was so beautiful and just like relaxing, like the weight off your shoulders, and such a beautiful experience. And it's not something that I think is quite niche. Like I don't think people do that.
Not many people will do it at all. I don't think anyone in Australia does it. I know that there's a girl in the US that does it. So like I do nervous system regulation with massage, the facial roller, and I do aromatherapy as well. Yeah, so a lot of people don't remember their wedding day because they're so overstimulated. So if you're grounded, like when you're in my chair, at least, I don't know what can happen for the rest of your day, but everyone else that is in my chair does remember their wedding day, and you can see it through their photos as well because they have a like moment to just stop and just be in their body instead of just being like, oh shit, the timeline. That's beautiful. All these things that are happening, you're always trying to please someone, and people are always like yapping at the bride, like trying to get her attention about everything. And I'm like, leave her alone. Like it's her day. Like, well, the planning's done now.
That's really sweet. That's awesome. Well, I feel like it's one of those things, you know, everyone, like you said, deserves love. And yeah, I think to be able to play, that's such an important day. There's a lot of divorces as well, but I'm like, you go in there getting married, hoping that's your person. So it's like
that's
really
what I knew of when I was younger though. Divorce. Yeah, and it was like, why would you get married? Or like, this is my mentality when I was younger, was why would you get married and take someone else's last name and then they own you like a piece of property? And
oh my god, that's so grim. Like,
yeah, like that's how I was, because that's how I was brought up. Yeah. Like, this is what I witnessed in my childhood. So for me to flip that and be like, no, it's so beautiful and I want that too, like, that's like mind-blowing to me.
Yeah, like, I love that. That's really sweet. I feel like for myself, I never had very good examples of men in general. But it's funny, I was actually driving this morning thinking of this, and one of I had a lot of clients in it, you know, whether they're going through like child custody battles and like all that stuff. So I could have easily been someone who, like, I am 100% not a feminist at all. And I obviously work with men and stuff. So I am a woman myself, so I know that we can be absolute bitches. Yeah, so totally. If we're keeping it real, we are. And I am a huge advocate on, like, you're just either a shit person or a good person. Like, obviously people can still change, but it's like, you know, I think guys are so, like, just discredited in so many ways. And even from relationships, I didn't grow up with a dad. My two children, their dads aren't there, never came around or helped me. You know, I did that all by myself. So I could easily walk around with this weight on my shoulder and going, oh, men suck.
Yeah.
I hate them, or like they're so crap, but I don't, because it's got nothing to do with your gender, right? It's just a personal thing. It's just a shit decision that person made, or it's just something, you know, whatever. So I actually love that, you know, working with men and just hearing some of their stories, and even being around people like that. Like, I could easily be bitter because the relationships that I've been cheated on, I didn't grow up with a dad, you know, this really bad image of men that I could walk around.
Whatever the situation.
But I see my clients and I'm like, fuck, there's so many great guys out there. So it's like that little bit of faith or hope where you're like, nah, there's good men out there. Maybe I am going to get married someday. Maybe Kara's going to do my makeup at my wedding. But
and
it's
you're
like,
here.
literally, there you go. But it's like, it's crazy because it's like, I feel like it's just not talked about enough. Everyone just like puts people in boxes, or like this or that. And it's like, no, it's just a person thing. And like we said, back to the victim mentality, it's like, they're your choices. Like, you can change them as well. Like, that doesn't define, just because you made a bad decision. We've all been there. We've all done that. Doesn't mean that you're just crap and that's who you're going to be forever. Like, you can change that. But I think people, you know, always this gender thing on like, oh, you know, women get a bad rep, or like, you know, no.
Yeah, I actually totally agree with you. So out of work, I'm like a boy.
Yeah.
Like, I'm footy shorts all the time. All my mates are guys. I don't really have many girlfriends at all. I never have. I just don't like drama. Don't like, because I'm had a bit of a rough-ish life. I can't stand like reality TV or like bitching about something stupid. I'm like just grow up. Like, I can't deal with it that well. So it's funny because my job is so girly, like hair and makeup. Everyone thinks I'm like just going to be a Barbie doll or something and have a bunch of girlfriends, but that's not how it is. Like, I just hang out with blokes pretty much. I'm like, I love to go to the pub.
Yeah,
I'm like,
give me a beer, Scoonie, bro.
Yeah, I'm always like mowing the lawn. Like, I do all the boy things. Like, that's just who I am. I like grew up on 400 acres in the Hunter Valley on a working farm. Yeah. So I'm like, I don't know, very bit rough around the edges, but I'm not like that anymore. Yeah. But
going, I remember you said this on the day, you're going more into your feminine.
Yes, that's something I've been working on for a long time.
I think that's so important. I think but life, like being a single mum, for me, running a business and not really having much time, I feel like I'm always like, get shit done. Like, you're kind of in your masculine. Yeah. But moving here, I have like literally feel like I'm like stepping more into my feminine, like getting your power back of like, and the confidence. It's funny, I was saying this on a phone call this morning, just how, you know, like you can see it, like your whole vibe changes when you start to step back into your power and take it back a little bit and start to kind of just get more in touch with yourself again. Yeah. Like the way you show up for yourself, the way that you articulate, whatever, like you can just see it when someone's just stepping in.
Yeah, being in your feminine in business is game changer as well, because I was like in my masculine for ages, like hustle, don't sleep, like, you know, networking, got to like, you know, build the business like a man. And now I'm like in my feminine, I'm like softened down, I'm like everything just flows to me. Like,
you're in like a flow state.
Yeah, I'm like everything just comes, I'll manifest it, I'm Delulu, like I love it. I'm just like, I don't know, it's been such a good thing to be in your feminine, and that's why I like got the hair extensions, got like all these things, they're all taken out now, but anyway.
You're like, back to that. No.
Yeah. But yeah, it's good to be in your feminine, and it's something that I still work on to this day though. Yeah. Because I've been very independent, stubborn. Yeah.
Oh, that is real. Is like, man, I'm so terrible at asking or receiving help, because I've had to do so much on my own, and it's like I hate that though sometimes about myself, you know, like I try to be really conscious about that, because it's like, you know, that's like the saying of like closed mouths don't get fed and stuff like that, but it's so true. It's like we are in a world where we should be all stepping up and collaborating, like the whole like, oh, like I run my own race and there's only one Shania, you know, I don't want to be the barber for everyone or the partner for everyone, whatever. Like, I'm just me. But it's like we're also in a world where like more is better than one. Like, we could all collaborate, you know, pump everyone up. I just think it's, for ages, it's kind of like the competition. And like you'd say that about like your industry with women, and it's really can be quite cutthroat. Same with mine as well, I guess, that kind of industry. Cutthroat. Yeah, but it's like, you know, what's wrong with just like embracing your individual, like everyone's being as an, I can't even talk. Why can't we embrace everyone being individuals and like lift each other up? Because like I said, like I'm just me. Like you cannot get another Shania.
Yes.
And I'm not for everyone, and that's good.
And people book me for me,
Yes.
and that's it. Like, they're like, oh, I booked you because of your energy and your communication, and I just know that I want you on my wedding day. That vibes, and that's actually what books people now. Yeah. It's not like
people
how
want
it was
to see
back
real.
in the day.
No, I say this all the time. This has been a very actually common conversation in the chair at the moment. Is like, it was related to barbering, and I guess even like yourself, but it's like barbering's never going to go, because in a world of AI fake, people crave real, authentic connection. People want to have the conversation, feel engaged with someone. They want like authenticity. Like, you never know, like, is this like a bot? Am I talking to a bot? Like, people really crave that human connection. So it's like I'm in an industry, yourself as well, where, you know, you get to have an impact, and obviously that's up to you how you provide that experience. But it's like such a beautiful thing, because in a world that does feel very like put on, or like, you know, fake, we can kind of, you know, move in the world and
social
kind of
media.
Yes, literally.
How you get your clientele.
I know, but see, it can be used for such a good thing. But again, you stepping into you. And I was actually on a business event, and it was on a coaching thing, and the coaches said it literally should be, people are forgetting the personal, impersonal brand. The personal should always come first. Like, it should be your life and a camera. It is so exhausting, and it kind of flipped a switch in me when it comes to the social media, because I was like, oh my God, this feels exhausting. I know, like, content, it's just where it's at, it's how we're drawing clients, blah, blah, blah. But I was like, oh, this seems so full on. But then when I flipped that switch, and I was like, oh my God, it's literally a camera and it's me. I'm just talking. I'm just literally showing up as myself, which isn't hard because I do that every day, and there's just a camera there. So when you actually flip that and you realize, wow, it's actually just yourself, the thought of trying to show up as someone else, or someone that's not, you know, authentic to your actual self, that is exhausting. That's
you
something
stumble on your words,
but you can't
get
upkeep it.
Out.
You can't keep that up. That would just be, I couldn't think of anything worse. So now I'm just like, just share everything.
I give my hat off to you, because
I don't care, right?
Because that was my biggest goal last year, is to talk in front of a camera and put it on my social media.
Yeah.
Like, I've gotten a lot better at it, but it's still, like, sometimes it still freaks me out, especially, like, I don't know, I'm not good at voiceovers. We know this. But
I think your content is great.
Yeah, people say that.
And you're very consistent.
Yeah, people say that, but I'm just like, oh, you don't know what I go through to post that. Like, I'm like, oh, freaking out so bad. And
do you know what? The best turning points for me have been like when I have overthought it, and then I'm just like, F this.
Yeah, I do just that all the time.
No, done it. Like, we're not thinking about it, because like I said, it's just you showing up as you. And you've got to believe that what you have to say has an impact, has a purpose, and that you, like I said, you're not trying to cater for everyone, but you're going to draw the people that are for you. So by you putting that out, like, there's someone out there that wants to hear what you have to say. So just say it.
Yeah, there's people that are cheering.
You might not think that what you have to say, like, you don't know who you're helping, who you're inspiring. Your posts where they're like, I'm even like, oh my God, she's so consistent. You know, like, you're encouraging me to show up as well. So it's like, you just don't understand, like, the impact you're actually having. So I think that's something to remember, is that, you know, you just have to show up as you, and you, like, kind of create a community of people who go, wow, I like this girl. And, like, because you're authentic, because you're just being yourself. I think that is the best thing you can do. Yeah.
I'm like, chat, I swore too much in my video.
Who gives a shit?
I'm meant to be a luxury service, but I'm like, I'm still an Australian.
You're real. You like got a V bean.
But it flowed naturally. But I said sorry for my French, and chat's like, why did you apologize like, for being yourself? And I'm like, then I overthink it, because it is a luxury service, and I do bring a lot to the table.
But you do. So, but also you also bring yourself. And what comes with that is your experience, all the things that you have worked so hard and gained along the way. But people, that's what I'm saying, like, this, in a world that is so fake and structured, and just be real. Like, shit, fuck. And we say it, and it's okay, like, it's within reason and context, and, you know, read the room and know when to pull it up. I don't know how to do that. Yeah. But
I am a chameleon. Like, I'm a chameleon really bad. I read the room like crazy. But
it's like, just know when to pull it. But you're still you. And I think it's real. And I'm sorry, but, like, do you know how, like, old people never used to swear, like, mums, mainly women?
Yes.
And it's so funny, because the more that I've interacted with some of them, I think they've just, like, gotten a bit more chilled in their, like, older age, and they're like, shit, fuck. And I'm like, oh my God. But it's like, back, you didn't swear when we're growing up. Like, what the hell, why are you swearing? Like, it's kind of
more
weird.
Relaxed
but
now.
it's like, I think we're just in a time where it's like an expression.
It is.
Shit.
It's an adjective to the verb. What is it called? An adjective. That's what my grandfather always used to say. I love that.
Like, I agree, a time and a place, though.
Totally.
Yeah.
Totally, but still be yourself.
Yeah.
And you can tell I can tell the minute I meet someone in 5 seconds what sort of person they are. Respectfully.
Yeah, I feel like I think it's this industry, like you were in the hair industry as well. And it's like I've done it for so long that like you're just really, really good at tailoring yourself and changing yourself a little bit. And not that it's not real, like every part that I show is actually me, but it's like you're so good at, just connecting with individual clients and kind of changing your vibe to suit that particular
person.
client.
Yeah. And that's not a bad thing. It's not being authentic. It's just you can tell that.
Well, there's so many parts to you. And I say this all the time. Like, I could show up here today and show you one thing and you're just like, most people will just then leave and be like, oh, that's who Shania is. Like, you've just then defined me from that one very moment. But it's like I'm like goofy. I'm super serious. I'm super sooky. I'm like, there's and very deep. Like, I laugh about a lot of stuff, very dark humor. But like, that doesn't mean that stuff didn't hurt me. I just know how to deal with it now with my humor. But it's like I'm so deep, but because I don't show that, people just don't think that. But it's like, dude, you know what I choose to show you. And I always say this, like, people run so friggin' deep. Like, don't think you've got something figured out. Like, it's like a glimpse of that
not
person,
at all.
bro. Yeah.
Not at all. I'm like, I just told you that I wear footy shorts all the time.
Yeah, you're like, did anyone see that? Did anyone see that coming?
No. Exactly. I was like,
where's me beer? Yeah.
Exactly. I was like, oh, well, there's the country side of me, the city side of me. There's all these different sides of me. And I'm like, whatever I feel like showing that day.
See, I think the one thing that made me feel like connected to you, and like it's funny because you don't understand why everything happens now, and life has a funny way of doing that, like whether it's good, bad, and you're like, man, I know this was meant to happen, or I was meant to meet this person, and you kind of, here we are in a podcast a few weeks later, maybe that's why. But it was like, when I met you, it was like, we were messaging and the voice memos, and I was like, oh my God, this is so fucking weird. Like, I'm like, why did I meet this chick? But like that soul connection where you're like, for me to be drawn to you is a huge compliment, and I think vice versa, because you're very big on like, just like real authentic, like who's got time? Like if it doesn't affect me, I don't give a crap. Like, if it's not improving me, I don't give a crap. Like,
we're both business owners. Who has time to talk to someone you just met?
Yeah, but not only that.
I'm not trying to date you.
Yeah, but I think as well, like, it's like the real connection, like if you feel like you connect, because I'm not for everyone and neither are you. And that is totally okay. But it's like, I'm also not going to waste time with people that I don't necessarily feel like I can connect with. Yeah. But it's funny because I was like, wow, like there's just something I was like, wow, I like this chick. And it was a victim mentality thing. I was like, you're speaking my language, girl. Like, I just am huge on that. I could easily just like be in a ball and boom, like all the stuff that happened to me, but I'm not. Like,
I'm like, I thrive on that.
Yeah, I love it. Like, I literally say this all the time. How do you think I
got to where I am?
I honestly say this all the time. I'm like, I feel sorry for people who haven't been through it.
Yes.
I fucking love this because I have the perspective and like the open-mindedness now because I've gone through some really hard times and I fucking love that. And then you never know who that I can help as well or inspire. Like, that you can encourage, that you could have been the statistic, or you could have been this, you could have been that. But it's like, no way. Like, I got dealt certain cards, and this is a path that I chose because of me, So I think that is so cool. And I think it is really inspiring. And there's always someone out there that needs help, so.
Yeah, I love when people say you can't do something. I'm like, oh, watch me. Both said it at the same time.
Yeah, see, there you go. Watch us. Watch this space.
Watch this space. I will do it.
Yeah, well, if there was a question, if you wanted someone to ask you a question, any kind of question, what would you be like, I wish that person asked me this so that I could share this about myself? What would that question be?
Oh, my God. I think you know.
Oh, we just spoke about it before. There you go. Done.
Yes.
Open.
So, I'm actually really, really, really deaf, and I lip read.
I'm not laughing at deaf people. I'm just like, just the way you said that. I'm really deaf.
But no one knows because I'm so good at masking it because I've learned how to mask it my whole entire life. Well, I didn't know.
So have you been diagnosed with this?
Yeah, yes.
Okay.
So it's genetic disease. And I didn't really know I had it until I was 18, I was working in a hair salon in my hairdressing apprenticeship, and there was blow dryers going and music going, and I could never answer a landline. I can't answer the phone. If I answer the phones for my clients, I'm in a car with speakerphone, like nothing going on, background noise, and I try so hard to listen. If you have an accent, no, I'll go on. I'm like, just FaceTime me. Just FaceTime me, because I lip read.
Yeah.
And if I don't, I was like, I need to put my glasses on because I am a bit blind. I'm straining my eyes really hard to be able to lip read, and then I miss things a lot. So I'm more deaf when I don't have my glasses on. So I'm like 70% in one ear and 50% in the other ear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I need to get more
But yeah, nothing can help. So don't recommend hearing aids because it's not going to help me. So.
Oh, well, that's what I was actually going to ask.
I don't recommend that.
I was literally going to be like, so do you have a hearing aid?
No, they're not going to help because
Why?
my nerves deteriorate over time. So it's like a mitochondrial disease. Oh. So like your liver fails, your heart fails, your muscles deteriorate, your bones deteriorate. That's why I was like, why would I work a job that I don't want to work? Like,
yeah, if you've got this bit of life, you're going to go and live it.
It's all different for every person. So my grandfather went through it, and he was the first person that we knew about it, and everyone said that they wouldn't have kids if they knew. So like my mum and my grandparents wouldn't have had children. But within saying that, we live pretty good lives up until a certain stage where things start deteriorating even more. So most of them lose their licenses quite young, 40, 50, 60, because your eyesight goes completely. So I'm like, well, live life to the fullest.
Do you know what's so funny is I was literally on the phone to Emma as you were pulling into the car park here.
Oh, true.
And in your little Suzuki Swift. And I was like, it's just so cute, a little mum, kind of like a little mobile. And I was like, oh my God, she looks like a little nanny driving. Because when you said about your eyes and they lose their license, because I'm like, all you can see is you're like, where do I park?
I'm like, where do I park? Where's not the reserve zone?
Literally. And I was like, because it's this little car and just cruising.
But I don't complain about it. No one knows about it.
No, seriously.
What the hell? No one knows.
Yeah, I honestly forgot that you mentioned it.
Yeah.
Because when you're like, can I have my glasses so I can hear you? And I'm like, what do you mean your glasses and you can hear me? They don't, where do they
go
have
hand in
speakers? They
hand.
got speakers.
They go hand in hand.
No,
but
wow.
when COVID happened and they had the face mask, all of a sudden it was all taken away from me to be able to lip read. And I cried nearly every day in the salon because I was like, I can't hear anyone because I can't lip read anymore. All of a sudden in a split second, it was lip reading was taken away from me.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah. So... Anyway,
Far out.
Hearing Australia said I can actually tell people to pull their masks down.
Yeah, wow.
To be able to hear what they're saying.
That is actually crazy.
I know, it's weird. But it is something that I do want to put out there because, life's not easy. You just see this young girl that's, from behind the scenes thriving. But I'm like, no, it's... all these other things happen.
In the background.
Yeah, in the background.
But you know what? You've shown up anyway.
Yeah.
And you continue to do so. And I think that is a huge encouragement to other people who may be struggling as well.
Yeah, you never know.
Look what you've achieved and some of your backstory that you've shared with me and maybe, in another part where you want to go a bit deeper, you're always welcome to. But it's you overcome some really hard times and then you're still here and like you said thriving and going for it, and you could easily just be like, this isn't fair, especially even bloody fucking disease, thinking I'm gonna die young or things are gonna happen, that's crazy. Do you know how many people would just not mentally be able to cope with that and be like, oh, poor me, or would probably limit their life?
Yeah.
But the fact you're no way, if I've got one life, and who knows when we could all die tomorrow, really. But it's if you've got one life, you just no, I'm going to live this to the fullest, to the most. Yeah.
Yeah. That's why I do the work on yourself. Make sure that, everything does float. I'm they're doing some research in Switzerland right now, so I'm going to go help my whole family because everyone seems to be very ignorant about it. So that's another thing that I'm not ignoring it, but I don't let it take up too much of my time.
I love that. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, because since no one's doing any research, it's one of the rarest, there's 50 or 52 different mutations, and we have the rarest ones.
You're just so, you're such a babe,
I'm sorry.
It's so fucking hard just being...
I'm this is nothing though, compared to the rest of the stuff.
Oh, no.
I'm that's it, totally it's a small thing, but it is big.
And what I always say this, what's small to you is big to me, vice versa. Everyone's feelings are valid. But it's just something huge I live by. And it's like, you know, just like I said, I've gone through hard stuff, so have you. So you're just like, you know, we can be like, oh, fuck this victim mentality. But again, like, you can still acknowledge that that sucked, that hurt, and I didn't deserve that. And that's not my fault. Like you said, that's not my fault. Yes. But now it's having, you know, the acknowledgement to be like, okay, I can now change this. So I don't have to stay in that space or be that little kid. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, if you can fix it, fix it.
Yeah, I agree.
But
it's like, you know, just acknowledging that even if that situation that you're upset about is quite small to me, that obviously upset you, that meant a lot to you. So I would never discredit or take that away from someone. That does matter. But it's like, so I'm really big on that. So just because I'm like, oh, I've been through way more than that person. Do you know what I mean? That doesn't,
I don't think like that.
Yeah,
I used to when I was younger. I used to think like that, but now I'm like, no.
You soften, don't you?
You soften, and you do become like, well, that's not their fault. They haven't been like their thing that they're like talking about, or their trauma, that's massive to them.
To them, exactly. So that's what I say. Like, what's small to you is big to me, vice versa. And your feelings fucking matter.
Yeah, absolutely. It doesn't matter. No. It's however you felt
your
at that
perspective.
time.
Yeah,
absolutely.
So I'm huge on that. I think that is such a big thing to obviously, like, for everyone to acknowledge. I feel like I actually have a client, his daughters had cancer. So they were in Brisbane, and he came in a couple of weeks ago before they flew back to Townsville anyways, and we were talking about, he's like, you just never know, it changed their whole opinion. And I'm like, just on life and how they interact with people, because, you know, they were just living their life one way, and then all of a sudden their daughters got cancer, you know, like, what the fuck? And it's like, just how quickly your mentality would shift first of all. And even he said the way that him and his wife interact with other people, he's like, you never know what someone's got going on. You know, like, it is so important to just be kind. Don't be an asshole. Like, you don't know what someone's going through.
It's not hard to not be an asshole.
Yeah, literally. Like, just be kind. You know, and I was like, wow, that is so crazy. But even, like, hearing their story, and I'm just like, oh, it's something that no one should ever have to go through, as a parent especially. Even the little child. Like, I met him when he moved to Townsville. That's when I had the shop in Townsville. Oh, I didn't have the shop then. I was working at a barber shop. And they were actually pregnant with Alira. And it was funny because it was like, I've known them for so long. She's just this gorgeous little girl. And what the hell?
Don't make me cry.
Oh, there's a GoFundMe. There is a GoFundMe. Go donate. But it's like such a beautiful, like, it's such a sad but beautiful story. She is just incredible. And even just the way that family has held it together. And like Mum, Brie, what an incredible woman. Like, I swear to God, like, I watch her videos and I'm like, fuck, she's a great mum. She is just such a strong, just her mentality, the way she sees the world, the way that she can hold it together, and the love that she's pouring into her children in such a hard time when you just want to fall on the ground. Like, seeing people like that encourages me. It could break
people.
Oh, it would break a lot of people.
Yeah.
And I think there's certain people that go through hard times because not everyone can handle that. You know, like, so you kind of like pave the way for other people. I truly believe that, because now, you know, her testimony, her experience, there are so many people out there that would be struggling, that would look up to her and be like, man, I can do it as well. Like, you know, she's encouraging other people and she's being real. She's showing, you know, the ins and outs.
That.
I could cry because I'm just like, what a beautiful woman though. Like, such an amazing mum. I really enjoy watching her content. She's a makeup artist actually. There you go. It's Brianna Kylie on YouTube and all that. Unreal makeup artist, amazing.
Have to look her up.
Really, really cool. You both have very different styles, but both great. But just her content is just so amazing and just so authentic, and I actually really love watching her stuff. But yeah,
that's awesome.
It just goes to show everyone's going through something.
Yeah, absolutely. Random note: I've shaved my head off twice. What the hell? I know. So the first time when I was like 15. I shaved all my hair for cancer, and then I did it again.
Did you have cancer?
No.
Why am I laughing? I'm not laughing at that.
No, but I just like raised
for cancer.
Raised like 20 grand each time.
Shit.
And I've like, there's something really empowering about having absolutely no hair as a female. And I used to love it.
I've wanted to do it.
I've done it twice. I absolutely love it. Like, I'm not going to do it now because I'm in my feminine, but.
Yeah, wow. But that's even like Brie, she just did it with her Alira.
So Alira, so beautiful.
So she did hers. Oh, it's so beautiful. You need to go and watch their story. Swear to God, amazing. And she is so fucking hot. She looks so good. As I said to Jackson, I was like, your wife is so hot. Like, she looks exactly the same but no hair, but she actually suits being bald.
Yes.
Like, she looks hot.
I used to love it. So
but I just think I made comments about doing that in the past with the cancer thing, but obviously that would be a very exposing, right? Like you said, it would really expose you. I think there'd be a lot of
powerful.
Yeah, it'd be very
to have your hair is like
your identity. Even with men as well, like they're balding and they're really insecure or whatever.
Yeah,
it's like it's a big thing to someone's appearance.
It is. Yeah. I got bullied in school for shaving all my hair off for cancer.
That you get bullied for cancer, like doing a good cause. So you got bullied. That's nice.
And all these guys were like skinhead dyke, and I was like, "Are you serious?" It's such a bad time at school.
That is fucking terrible.
And I was like, I just did the best thing to me.
That is awesome that you raised so much money. That's fantastic. So did you do it for anyone in particular at the time, or you were just wanting to raise awareness with it?
My auntie had leukemia, and one of my best mates' mum had breast cancer.
Yeah, that's lovely.
Yeah.
I think that's sweet.
So, within saying that, with the mito thing, if you have like a health problem, it speeds up the process. So like, you know, with the deterioration and everything like that.
So it's like accelerated.
Yeah, it accelerates it if you've had like cancer or anything like that. Like it'll like speed it up. So sorry, random point.
Yeah, it's okay. Just 2 ADHD galley.
Yeah. I got diagnosed with ADHD when I was 24.
That's so wild. I have guys giving me friggin' Ritalin and Dexies, and they're like, you need to take these, you have ADHD. I haven't been assessed yet. I was looking at it the other day because I was like, you know what? I think like I just like get really triggered and overstimulated where I'm just like, So I'm like trying to do meditation and stuff at the moment because I'm like, I need to really regulate myself like 100%.
Yeah.
And, but I was literally like, I have had that many people go, you 1000% have ADHD. So now I'm like, I think about it, I'm like, wow. And then I look, especially when you're doing content creation and you look back and you're like, holy crap, I think I've got ADHD.
Yeah.
But you're just like, I need to go and get diagnosed, I think.
Yes.
Would it like, do you take your medication much?
I do every day, but I don't take a stimulant because I'll get hooked to it because I have really bad addiction issues.
Yeah.
So if I take a stimulant, because it obviously has speed in it, I'll never get off it, and I know that. So I take like a more of a natural one where it helps with like impulsiveness, so I can actually do my laundry and like
shit.
Put it out and fold it, and like I've never been able to do that my whole life before I started these meds. Yeah,
that's crazy. So just like procrastinating.
Just your impulsiveness for your addiction, even like just like little things of being able to focus on one task at a time without it being like with like too much going on, like just to subtle the voices a little bit. So instead of having 7, I have 5 voices in my brain.
I think losing 2 is pretty good.
I can just get shit done. So it's good.
But I just think as well, just like I did actually take the Ritalin that one of the boys gave me, and I went to work and I was just like sharp. That's how I would describe it. I was like, it was like just clear. There's no head noise. And you're just like, get shit done. There's just like and like, man, I was on fire with the haircut, just like back to back, like smashing them out. And there's just no noise. I would just say it's quiet up there.
I can't believe this is what normal people's brains sound like.
I honestly, but it's so expensive. Like,
serious?
let's just diagnose people for free, for goodness sakes.
Yeah.
I've just moved here, and when I'm prioritizing, like I've just invested setting the business up. We moved here without suitcases, so I had to refurnish our whole house.
Oh.
But it's just one of them things where I was like, you know, you're kind of prioritizing where you put your money at the moment. It's been a very humbling experience because I'm used to living however the hell I want, buying what I want, to now going, wow, for now, we're not going to do that, and we're going to be a little bit smarter. So, get booking in, guys. I need to live my lifestyle.
Book a haircut.
I need to get my lifestyle back.
It was expensive, and I think that's why I put it off for such a long period of time, because I think I spent like $400 on like a consultation, and then it was $500 for the test. So that's like nearly $1,000 straight up. That money I didn't have at the time, but I was like, I need to do something about this because it's getting out of hand, to be honest. And then when I did get diagnosed, I was like, everything makes sense. But then I do all this research about it, like late diagnosis and like all these other things that happen with relationships and how you've dealt with most of your life. And I'm like, wow, like this is a really good understanding
of like why you were the way you were. But see, would you say that you wish you did it sooner? Like if you could tell anyone who probably thinks they've got ADHD, would you advise them go and get tested?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Just so you know, just if that's your thing or if it's something else, then you know what it is and then you can work on it and you have the research and the tools there, like TikTok it, like, you know, there's so much information there now. So I would definitely say to do that sooner than later because I've grown my business times 10 since I've been medicated.
Yeah. Do you think it's like a trend though at the moment? ADHD, fuck me, it's everywhere. Yeah. And like I think because of the influx of people wanting to get tested or like blaming their behavior on I have ADHD or autism or whatever, which are really serious things, right? They're actually, the people actually have them. But a lot of people I think blame certain behavior patterns to that, but I think that can also annoying. I think that can cause a lot of misdiagnose as well because I think there's such an influx of people trying to get it that it's like, well, do you actually have that or like? Because I haven't done the process myself. That's why I say I'm
diagnosed ADHD. That's why I say that for that reason because when I went and got diagnosed, I was so scared to even ask for ADHD test because of the trend that's going on, and I was like, I don't even want to ask for it because I don't want to be part of the trend. Like, I just know that something wrong with my brain. Yeah, you're like, what's wrong with me? Please help me. Just something wrong with my brain. Yeah. So, I totally do understand that side of things, but I wish people were saying like, oh, this is like. Could be ADHD or I say now I'm diagnosed and medicated ADHD so you know that I'm not like pulling your leg. Yeah, but do you reckon do you get people going, yo, can I buy your Ritalin off you? People have said that to me, but I'm like, I'm not even on a stimulant, so like. I can't help you. Yeah, do you want some natural stuff? Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Naturally. I'm like, see if it works for you. Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. It's a funny area. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's a really funny area. Do you have anything else that you'd like to share today? Like we're in a classroom. Show and tell, guys. I don't know. I had all these questions, but I touched on a lot. I feel like you touched on a lot, and I think it's just one of them things. It's just like sit and yap, and it's a nice way for people to see you behind a makeup brush or like, you know, not just doing your work. And I think a little bit more of like who Cara is and a little bit more of your personality where it's a bit more raw and like unfiltered. I think it's really cool. Yeah. I do want to say one thing. Yeah. Sorry, I'm full Delulu. But I'm doing Europe next year. I need to put it out on the podcast. Yeah, I need to put it out on the podcast because like I've put on my bio, my website, I've got one Italy inquiry come through. But I'm going to do June, July 2027 in Europe. So I just need to put it out there to make it even more real because that's how I live my life. Like, I just put it out there and I'm like, well, I'm going to make it happen. It's all accountability sort of thing. Do you know what's so funny? Like I touched on moving here and investing all my money, and it's been a very humbling experience. And I was just having this conversation last night where it's like, fuck, I've just invested all my money. So now it's like sink or swim, and obviously we're not sinking. So it's like one of them things, like you said, the accountability, and you've just got to make shit happen. Get in there. You say you're going to do something, fucking do it, bro. And it's because you really want to do it as well. Yeah, it's only going to benefit you, but build 100%. That trust back with yourself. And I actually gave up vaping. This is my second day. And I'm going to stick to it because it's one of them things is building that trust back with myself. Like I'm going to go on a diet next week and not doing it. You're never going to trust yourself to see shit through. Because you break them, even though they're only little promises, you're breaking them to yourself. So I'm trying to be more mindful of like, I said I'm going to make some content today. I'm going to do that. Or like, I'm going to give up vaping. I'm going to do that because I'm going to restore the faith that I have in myself. I don't need it from other people. I just need me to believe it so it can come true. Such a hard thing to do. Yeah, so it's like just one of them things is like, you know, if you believe it, it's going to happen. Like you make it happen. And if you want it, you'll get it. Yeah, that's what I think. Even from like the Delulu state, it's like what you put out there, you attract. Yeah. And it's like, I just think we break so much promises to ourselves, whether it's just like, oh, I'm not going to have that chocolate. Oh, I ate the whole block. Or like just whatever. And it's like them little things that are so minor that don't matter, but they're like, you're breaking little bits of trust with yourself. So then when you have this big idea or you're, you know, in this, you know, state of like creation and you want to do all these ideas or I want to go to Europe or I want to do this stuff, you nearly don't believe that you can do it because you've broken all these promises. I change my wording for all of that. So I just say I'm going. Yeah. And I'm not, I don't know if I am, but like, you know, but I just like, that's my whole wording towards everything. So like my sister-in-law was like, what do you mean you haven't booked it? Like, few weddings over there, because you're talking about it like you've already booked it, because that's how I speak. So I speak to people and I'm like, yeah, so I'm doing June, July 2027, like in Tuscany, and I'm going here and I'm going there. And they're like, oh, amazing. Like, and they just think that I have weddings booked.
I love
and
it.
I'm like, no, I'm full Delulu. She's like, what do you mean you, like, she's like, I thought you actually had. I'm like, no, but I will. Like,
but I do.
But I will. But I'm like, yeah, I just.
They just haven't come through my email yet.
Yeah.
But they're coming.
Yeah, but they're coming. Like, but it's going to happen.
Yeah, it will.
And I like trick my nervous system into like it already being happening.
Yeah.
So then when it does happen, I don't like
you're
throw it out the window.
Well. Yeah,
like,
you're not self-sabotaging.
100%.
Yeah, you're actually ready for it. Do you know the thing is we want all this money, we want this. Let's check this time. And we want all of these things, but if I had that, would I have been ready for it? Was I ready to receive the things that I was asking for?
What does it feel like to have, like, to look at your phone and see that number on your bank account? Will you freak out?
Yeah. Yeah,
like that's
so
like
true.
Like how you feel in accepting it is so important.
I say this all the time. Like, I feel like I took the long road to success. Like, I always knew I was meant to be more, have more, always known it. Don't doubt it. Still don't doubt it. But I think I've taken I just love taking the hard road, apparently.
Me too,
like, I just had a successful business in Townsville making silly money. People think I'm delusional. And then I pack it all up as a single mum, which was my obviously financial support for my kids, was that stability in that business in Townsville, to then pack it all up, leave with suitcases and start again.
Did it just not align anymore?
I just wanted to move to Brisbane.
Yeah.
I see the vision for the business. There's too much opportunity. It's where I've always wanted to be. You know, I was making money, and good money, very good money, consistently booked, all that stuff. And then I'm just driving on weekends, and I'm escaping every few months, going away. The boys are like, you're always on holidays, mate. Like, you're always away. When aren't you away? Far out. You must be making too much money. But it's like, I'm like driving, and I'm just like, is this my life? Like, besides having my business in Townsville, there was literally no reason for me to say that. I didn't have a partner. I didn't have family support or anything to help with the kids. And it's just like, I don't see this. Like, this is just, I don't see this for me anymore. I was getting lazy, as in, like, the money was too easy. This is what I mean about taking the hard, like, roads. The money was too easy to make that I didn't feel like at all.
You weren't feeling fulfilled?
No, I didn't even feel like, it's too easy. Like, the money's way too easy. I didn't have to show up because it was so easy. Yeah. Like, I was not progressing in myself. So whilst the business was making really good money and it was successful and stuff, I didn't feel fulfilled. I didn't feel like impactful. Like, I just needed more. And like, I know that like this setback, like I said, very humbling experience, that right now, you know, I'm rebuilding from scratch. And it has that period where I'm going to have to rebuild. But I know in the future it is going to be like crap all over the business I had in Townsville. Does that make sense?
100%.
It will.
All of this makes so much sense to me because I've done it and it makes sense to me.
Yeah.
But it doesn't to other people, 100%.
Yeah,
but
because it's like people are too scared. When I was coming here, like I'm moving, everyone knows I'm moving. And before I got to Brizzy, I was like, you know what? I feel like I had to make that bold decision, like blow my whole life up and go, I'm doing this without seeing any of the puzzle pieces yet. I didn't know if it was all going to work out. I didn't know. I had no clarity, right? Besides trusting in myself that I make shit happen. And I was like, I truly believe, because I made that very fucking bold decision that most people would not make, especially making the money I was making there, to then just start from scratch is insane. But I believe I'm going to get rewarded so well because I made a decision that most people are too scared to do.
Yeah, you have to put yourself out there.
Fuck
you have to start again. Yeah. And when you rebuild again, it's always better.
Oh, better. But see, do you know what? You show up, because like I'm backed in a corner where you're like, you have to show up because you've just invested all your money. So it's like pushed me to be better. Like the content at the moment, just like pumping it. I'm going to be in people's faces and not give a shit. I don't care to be cringe. Don't care. Just see my face, remember me, and book your haircut.
You're literally the first person that pops up the minute I open Instagram.
Book your haircut.
It's like always you.
Yeah, good.
I'm like, you're doing something right.
Yeah, good.
For that to always
I'm in people's heads.
Yeah.
That's how I like it.
Always the first on my feed.
Yeah, but that's good. And it's like, I'm making that to myself and showing up. Man, there's been so many days that I have doubted. I've been so scared. I'm like, what the fuck have I done? Like, I've really had to ride this wave since I've moved here. I've had so many days where I've just cried. I've just been like, there's no way, like scared about finances, all that stuff, because I've just invested all my money. But I just know. And then I have to just pick myself up. And it's like no one's coming to save you, girl. Like, you have to get up, get shit done, and make it happen. Back yourself enough. And, like, again, like, giving up vaping and those little things is, like, building that trust back within myself. You know?
So good.
Them little things that I know that it's going to be, like, I am capable of doing these things. And I'm also worthy of receiving them as well, you know? So I think it's really
100%.
important to remember.
Yeah, it's the same thing when I moved to Queensland, and then it was like COVID, they shut the border, and I was like, no going back. I didn't know anyone in the state. I was like, yeah, I have to make it work. And I had so many days where I just bawled my eyes out too. I was like, I know that I'm meant to be here. I told people like when I was 16 that I was going to move to Brisbane and do this course, but I just waited till I was like 21.
Yeah.
But I was like the same thing.
You're scared. Do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
it's
I
like
wouldn't have made it back then.
Yeah, you didn't have the tools and stuff as a person, but not only that, like, man, I sat on this decision for ages. Like, you're just fucking scared. People are scared, and I wish people, even in business, I wish more people back themselves enough, find something you like to fucking do and make money off it. Like, there's no money in wages.
Kills.
You know, there's just so much. Like, make it count, like, for something. Make your life count for something.
If you're in fear, you're about to do something amazing. Like,
Yeah.
I was freaking the hell out about this podcast. And I was like, that's because it's the right thing to do. Like, if you're not pushing yourself out of your comfort zone constantly, then you're just, like how you well in
Yeah,
Townsville,
you're just stagnant.
stuck.
Yeah.
You're just like, yeah, okay, well.
Yeah, that's so boring. I'm not for average.
No.
I want to fucking
I'm like,
push.
I want to scare myself every day. And every good business owner scares themselves every day.
Yeah.
But even not in business, like just in your personal life.
Just growth. And I just think I'm not built for average. I'm okay to say that. I don't want that. I want big shit. I want everything.
Yeah.
Like, absolutely everything. I want to be, like, spiritual, but then I'm going to be materialistic. I want all of it.
Yeah, I can't do materialistic stuff.
Yeah, I love it.
I wish I was more like that, because
I love still being real, though.
Yeah,
like,
of course.
You know, be a good person, but it's like, no, I love nice shit.
I
love it.
Because, like, I listen to so many podcasts about, like, you know, money energetics and, like, you know, buying that Louis bag or, like, whatever the thing is. And I'm just like, I just wouldn't even like to use that thing, because I'm just not that sort of person. But I'm like, if I spend my money on something else, maybe I'm like, got to find out what my thing is,
what your thing is.
Yeah,
and that's okay as well.
It's probably like a barn.
You're just more in the experiences.
It'll be another business. It'll be like a wedding venue or something.
Yeah.
Like, I'll buy that instead of the Louis bag.
Can book the venue as well. There you go.
Book the venue.
That's your farm in, like, Toowoomba or wherever you go.
Yeah, 100%.
Okay.
That's what I want to do in the future.
Yeah, you can make a wedding venue there and then have everyone's makeup.
Yes.
Tune in, guys. Watch this space.
One day in the future.
Yes. Awesome. Well, I reckon we'll probably wrap it up.
Sounds
good. Did
good.
you have fun?
Yes, thank you for having
that's good.
me.
No, you're welcome. I've loved having you, and it was so good. I feel like I learned a lot more about you today as well, because we didn't really know each other.
I know. It was so good,
cool.
though.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Yeah, thank you.
Awesome, guys. Thanks for watching. We really enjoyed being here, and we hope that you enjoy, you know, the unfiltered, raw versions of ourselves.
Yes.
Anyways, have a good day, guys, and keep growing.
Keep growing.